when you wake up really late and don't take your anxiety medicine on time. Hi, I'm Cassie, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to try and review the book The Little Princes, if my anxiety will let me. It's about a man named Connor Greenman, who is in his 30s, who travels to Nepal for 3 months on his start of a year-long journey, and volunteers at a orphanage that is started by a French woman after her visit to Nepal. And so he's there for 3 months. At first he's like, why did I sign up for this? Children aren't my thing. And then he gets like used to being with them and he loves them like his own kids. And at the end of the 3 months, he promises to come back, which is surprised the kids don't really think he's gonna come back. But he does after traveling the world for a year where he has lots of fun. But after he returns, so there's a little brother and sister there. I think the youngest, who's 3, and then the sister's a little bit older, she's 7. Kids in this orphanage, the French one, range from about 3 to 8, 3 to 7. And their mom shows up unexpectedly, because obviously the orphanage is, so everyone's supposed to be dead. But turns out they were all trafficked from a little village, a little part in northern Nepal. I can find the map. This part of Nepal, you can see it over here, and they are all the way over here. So they travel like all the way pretty much across the country. You good? Can camera fell if I'm suddenly in a different spot? You good? You okay, camera? You're gonna stop falling? Okay. All the way over here with a trafficker who promises their parents, after they pay him $1 zillion pretty much, like everything they have, to take their child to the capital, to not be part of the civil war that's going on, to not be subject to being a part of the rebels, who do eventually, I believe, take over the government at the end of the Civil War, which is about halfway through the story. And the children are told that the parents are dead, but it turns out they are not, except for one family, which is brought up. So anyway, the parents, the 2 kids' mom shows up, and the trafficker that brought the children to that ended up at the orphanage found the mom and has given the mom 7 more children that she cannot take care of, which Connor and his co-worker find out. My face is not in frame, thanks to my camera falling. With there's 6 children here, but there's actually 7 because 1 is sold. And they end up finding him eventually. But Connor has to go back to his house because of the civil war that's going on. It gets really bad for a while. So this is close to the end. And he eventually makes it back after starting the Next Generation Nepal Foundation, so he can start his own orphanage, which is a place where he's going to place trafficked kids that are into school while he and his partner travel the country to find these trafficked children's parents and take them back. So they moved the orphanage from here originally, back the right way? Yes, back to over here. But originally their orphanage is next to the Umbrella Foundation, which is a gigantic orphanage that holds about, I think, 300 children. It's just a place for kids to go where they can't find their parents because they don't have the money because they're taking care of all these kids. But eventually parents find out about this going on and do come and find the children on their own, some of them. It's just a beautiful, heartwarming story. And if you go to nextgenerationnepal.com, you can donate if you feel like it, or buy the book yourself on that website, and you can read their newsletter about their children from this book and their new children that they get back to their parents. It was so beautiful. I read this in a week. The first week I got back to school, along with, getting back to school and getting adjusted and studying homework. So it was a pretty, not obviously an easy read, it's kind of sad, but it's a really good book. You don't want to put it down. So here's Connor and his wife, Liz. Some of the parents that they found in their village, the owners of the Umbrella Foundation. Here was all 7 children once they were found. And they don't have photos of the original children of all from the first orphanage that he worked at, which I thought was in here, but I guess not. Here are the brother and sister whose mother shows back up and was basically started this whole beautiful thing. A photo of Connor at Mount Everest when he first got to Nepal before he started working at the orphanage. I believe I gave this a 7 out of 7 on Goodreads. Wow, a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads. It was just so good. I think everyone should read this book to know more about the world, honestly, and just, to help them learn about events going on. So, okay, this book was written in 2010. I got it right after the Nepal earthquake. this past April, May, but I was actually interested in Nepal probably for about a year before the earthquake happened. So when I saw this book at the bookstore that I always go to, the used bookstore I always go to, I had to pick it up. There's actually 2 Nepal books there, and this is the one I decided to get. The other one actually had an introduction by the Dalai Lama, but I'm actually really, really glad I picked this one up. I would like to go back and see if they still have that one, or see if I can like figure out what book it was, and read that one too. But this book is amazing. You do so much about the world. Check it out. I'll put the links to everything in the doobly-doo. Peace!